Here on Bob Steele's Quest with Mike Green, and we're going to see if he has something to say about the weather. Greenie, well, how are we looking? How's it shaping up?
At the moment, Crosby, it's still a bit undecided as to what's going to happen tomorrow morning. There's certainly going to be a parking lot for us in the 52s. And laterally is going to be important as to 2 miles make the difference as to whether we get breeze first or breeze second. So it's going to be a very, very luck of the draw situation tomorrow morning, I think.
And where will you be parking up in all likelihood?
I think just south of Marimbula somewhere by that stage. It's going to lighten during the night, and we'll just have to go looking for where the other boats are and just try and stay on their line. The front 4 of the 52s are going to be 5 or 6 miles in front of us by then, I think, and if we can stay on their line, we'll be very happy. Looking good for the 40-footers at the moment, though.
That's interesting. So Hutzbar and the others might still be in there?
I certainly think that they could be, yeah, very much so, yeah.
And I think I'm right in saying there's quite a significant countercurrent off Gabo there. Do you need to play that at all, or is that not a big issue for you?
I think it's vital because it's a difference between the hot water and the cold water, and the cold water is actually bringing the air in first. So I think, yes, we have to go for the colder water on the counter. So we'll be going in towards Gabo in the morning.
And then what's the rest of the race look like down the Tassie coast, across the strait and down the Tassie coast?
I think it's still too early to tell. Our route is saying that we should get about 30 miles of southerly before we hit Tasman Island, but if we're lucky, we'll minimise that. If we're unlucky, we'll get 100. It's unknown at this stage. We'll know in about another 12 hours.
And heading off from the start now through the heads, given that it's going to be a parking lot, the game presumably is just get south as fast as you can, yeah?
Yeah, the ladder rungs always come into play, and it's just south, as fast as you possibly can. Big spinnaker win big races.
And as always, I'm going to ask you who your pick is. Who's your pick for overall?
Well, I still think the 52s, because there's so many of us working hard, are still a good chance. So if it's a 52, it has to be itchy. If it's going to be a 40, I'm actually thinking towards St Jude.
Right, yes, and they've had a pretty sensational season as well, so they're going well.
Yeah, we've got old mate of mine, Pete Messenger, running things on the boat there, and they've got a smart crew, and it's been well trained.
Good, well, all the best, Mike, and hope the parking lot's not too long.
Thanks, Crosby. Cheers.